If you want the one storyline that defines college basketball right now heading into March Madness, it's the freshman. Best player in the country might be a freshman. That's Cameron Boozer at Duke. He's averaging over 22 points and 10 rebounds a game and could be the number one pick in the NBA draft, but it's not just him. AJ Dybantsa at BYU is a superstar. Darius Acuff Jr. at Arkansas is one of the best point guards in the country. And Illinois freshman Keaton Wagler is playing like an All-American. 6 of the 15 players on the Wooden Award ballot are freshmen, which almost never happens. So when you're filling out your March Madness bracket this year, don't just look at the school name, look at the freshmen, because in 2026, the teenagers are running college basketball, and they might decide who cuts down the nets in April. We're officially entering the most chaotic time of the college basketball season. Selection Sunday is approaching. Brackets are about to flood your email inbox. And for a lot of fans, this is the moment where they start asking, wait, who's actually good this year? The reality is, in the 2026 season, it has given us a pretty clear storyline so far: a dominant top tier, an incredible freshman class, and a handful of surprise teams crashing the party.
Yeah, right now there's a clear elite class in college basketball. Leading that group are a blue blood, the Duke Blue Devils, the number one team in the country. They're led by freshman superstar Cameron Boozer, the favorite for National Player of the Year, and one of the best freshmen the sport has seen in years. Duke already owns huge wins over Florida and Michigan, two other projected number one seeds. Michigan has been dominant as well this year. Their only losses this season came to Duke and a hot shooting Wisconsin Badgers team. Then there's the Arizona Wildcats, one of the most balanced teams in the country, ranking top 8 nationally in both offense and defense. But don't sleep on the Florida Gators. The defending champs are red hot with a 10-game winning streak behind them and look like a legitimate repeat contender.
Well, let's go back to the freshmen. They're running college basketball right now. This might be the best freshman class we have seen maybe ever. And it starts with Bouger at Duke. There's a ton of elite young talent. We talked about it. AJ Dybantsa at BYU, Darius Acuff Jr. at Arkansas, Keaton Wagler at Illinois. 6 of the 15 players in the Wooden Award ballot this season are freshmen, which is basically unheard of. The sport right now is being driven by teenagers who could be NBA lottery picks in a few months. But the surprise teams that are showing up and crashing the party, there's always a couple. Every year, March Madness has surprise contenders, and this year there are plenty. Look at Nebraska, who opened the year 20-0 after being picked near the bottom of the Big Ten. Vanderbilt started 16-0 despite preseason predictions that they finished near the bottom of the SEC. And the wildest story might be the University of Miami of Ohio, Frank. Miami of Ohio.
Yes, the University of Miami of Ohio Redhawks, the only undefeated team in the country. But here's the crazy part. They still might miss the NCAA tournament if they do not win the MAC tournament because their strength of schedule was just so weak.
It's an interesting conversation, though, with if you go undefeated despite your schedule, you should be in the NCAA tournament.
Yes.
At the same time, they didn't play that good of a schedule, but now you got their athletic director sending out all of these tweets and stuff about how nobody wanted to play them. You have investigative journalists that are asking for public access requests to see some of the emails about schools turning them down. It's very interesting, and it's a weird thing in college athletics right now, where, and not really right now, it's probably been the case, where top teams in college athletics refuse to play good mid-major programs because the risk reward doesn't make sense for them. And it affects teams like Miami, affects teams like San Diego State here in town. I mean, these are deciding factors for a lot of programs that build their schedule. It's very poor. And you look at the Power Four, and most of their schedules are trash.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's exactly we see the same thing in football. They don't play anyone out of conference. That's why you saw Alabama play the Citadel every year, especially late in the season too. So I mean, unfortunately it's a part of college athletics, but every now and again you have a breakout story here like the Red Hawks that come out and really defy the odds and go undefeated, an incredible run. And for them to miss the NCAA tournament because of a weak schedule and they didn't win the MAC tournament, that's just really hampering the amazing accomplishment that they had this season.
Now, there are a lot of injuries that could change the March Madness bracket. And that's a big storyline heading into March are the injuries. Several contenders are dealing with major losses, including JT Toppin at Texas Tech. The Red Raiders have not been good in the last couple of games. They lost to TCU. They just lost on the road to BYU, who's missing Richie Saunders now. Caleb Wilson at North Carolina is injured. And the injuries to role players at Duke could also complicate their championship path. This time of year, depth and health matter just as much as the talent you have.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially when you're missing role players, because your star players, it's great. We don't have injuries to our star players, but when they need a rest, who is going to come in for them? Oh, well, they're all on injured lists. So that could be a huge problem for Duke.
It's going to be a fun week of conference championship tournaments, and those are going to be wild to see. Last week, we've already seen a lot of bids up for grabs. There's going to be bid stealers out there. This is the great time to start watching college basketball. If you're a casual fan, watch the conference tournaments. Start getting your prep in for your brackets for when the real bracket comes on Selection Sunday. This Sunday should be a fun time in college basketball.